UK students in Year 13 wanting to take the Special Adapted exam, who need the UCAS points for university entry, need to register their interest by the 26th of May. In this video, I'll be explaining everything you need to know about these Special Adapted exams. That's coming up next.
Music Online UK.
First of all, if you want to take part in these specially adapted exams that the ABRSM have arranged for those who missed out due to the COVID-19 pandemic, you need to register your interest by Tuesday the 26th of May at 5 p.m. There is a link to the online form which is open now in the description below this video. There will then be a very narrow booking period from the 1st to the 9th of June, and the practical exams will take place between the 22nd of June and the 3rd of July, and on the 4th of July for theory exams. The practical exam will consist of an audio recording of the pieces and scales and arpeggios, which will be assessed by one of the ABRSM examiners, and teacher-assessed marks for the sight-reading and aural tests. Candidates can make the exam recording in their own home or at any other venue that is deemed to be safe under the current COVID-19 conditions. The exam recording must be overseen by a responsible adult. An exam date and time will be selected at the time of booking. Now, while all exam materials to be submitted must be uploaded to the ABRSM by the teacher on the day of the exam, it is not compulsory to make the exam recording at exactly that date and time. The recording can be made earlier, as long as the instructions for selecting the scales and arpeggios have been received from the ABRSM. The responsible adult must stay in the exam room for the duration of the exam and make sure that the scales and arpeggios are played from memory. They can also provide the accompaniment for the candidate or assist the candidate with the recording device. Now, some instruments need an accompaniment, and although live accompaniment is preferred for these instruments, as long as social distancing is observed, pre-recorded accompaniments can also be accepted, or even, if necessary, an unaccompanied version of the piece, counting through any bar's rest for these specially adapted exams. Regarding scales, the responsible adult will be sent instructions before the exam day on how to select an appropriate range of scales, which will be given to the candidate before the exam. All three pieces and the scales must be recorded in one take without editing. For sight reading and aural, the teacher themselves will give a mock exam and mark according to the marking criteria set out by the ABRSM. Again, there is a link to the marking criteria in the description below this video. If necessary, these sight reading tests can be scanned, and the aural tests can be streamed from the ABRSM's mock aural tests. As the ABRSM has a licensing holiday in place until the 17th of July 2020, which allows teachers to scan or share normally copyrighted material from the ABRSM in order to facilitate remote mock exams for this session. As I mentioned, there are useful links in the description below this video, and if you have any other questions, just leave a comment.